Getting a different episode.
No.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are we talking about?
We gotta talk about this episode.
What
Okay.
episode?
Because people want to know. It's chapter 11.
Chapter 11.
Not bankruptcy,
Not bankruptcy.
but chapter 11 of
Chapter
The
11 of
Mandalorian,
The
which
Mandalorian,
would be technically
Is
season...
that what chapter it is?
Season
Yeah.
2, chapter 11.
I know, isn't that
I don't
crazy?
read chapter books. I don't know. Read chapter books. I don't know. So,
Technically, though, it is
let's take it from the top.
season 2, episode 3.
Let's take it from the top.
Season 2,
Okay,
episode
top
3.
from the
So the
top.
poor Razor Crest is flying in, wandering in space, and they are trapped in the tiny cockpit.
Dude,
of
the
the
Razor
Razor
Crest is, I'm so sad for it.
And it opens up with Baby Yoda
Yeah,
being
Razor Crest
Baby
really
Yoda.
got
The child,
short end
with
of
the
the
child being super cute. And
Well,
Baby
he's
Yoda.
meditating.
He's meditating.
Not meditating either, he's sleeping. He's meditating.
And the poor frog
You know, he
lady
wakes
is
up,
just
right?
trying to stop him from
Was
eating.
I the only one that watched the show?
He was meditating.
No, he was sleeping.
This-
We were all asleep. He's meditating.
Maybe he was like doing some sports stuff.
No, he's meditating.
Okay, but the point is that the Razor Crest was in such a sad state that I almost was crying. I was heartbroken.
You were not almost crying over the Razor Crest.
Yes, I was. I
Don't
have it on-
even lie.
I can show you.
Razor Crest.
But that was pretty cool with it coming down into the atmosphere, and then you get the first thing you see is a Mon Calamari! It's a Mon Calamari!
Okay, yeah, but
Yes.
can we rewind for just a second and how their landing was? It was so dramatic.
Do you think it's
The Clone Wars
Admiral
Paradise.
Akbar's twice removed cousin?
No. What?
Maybe
The guy on the port.
That's not him.
And I like how he talks. He's all,
Admiral Akbar's degenerate cousin.
yeah, his like brother-in-law or something. His
Look
like
the
brother-in-law's cousin's buddy.
Dude, no one's gonna watch our
No.
review. Nothing's accurate.
These are our theories.
Our
My theory
theories.
is the guy working the port dock.
No.
Is
Okay, you know what? Let's just
Admiral
change the
Akbar's
subject here.
cousin. Okay, so the Razor Crest crashes into the water. Quite unfortunate.
Yes,
But
that
they
was.
do get saved by the giant crane.
Yes, and that was unexpected.
And what's the crane?
Oh my gosh!
Oh, look at that! It's like an AT-AT.
It's one of the things from the video.
Crane.
Yes!
Literally just saying that you just cut me off.
In this video, you have to talk fast and loud, or you get steamrolled.
It's
George Lucas from the Bay Area in Northern California. AT-ATs were based off of the shipping container cranes that are at the port. They're also in San Pedro in LA as well.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
the ones in the Bay Area, they line the bay and they unload the containers off the big ships that come with products from overseas.
And they just look so cool because at the port of San Pedro, not normal people can go there. But like, if
Yeah.
you're in San Francisco and you go over the Bay Bridge, you can't miss these things. They're giant and white.
Which is always really cool because, like, whenever we go to San Francisco, it's like, look, there's the AT-ATs.
And the one that pulls the Razor Crest out is almost identical to a shipping crane, which makes
Yeah.
sense because they're at a dock and it's a shipping container and they're picking up stuff. And it makes sense. Yep.
The sweetest thing ever, though, was the frog lady
That
meeting up
was
with
a
her
sweet
husband.
moment.
There he is.
The cutest thing ever. And them
Yeah.
just, like, hugging it out and then
Is-
looking at the eggs.
As how do I say it nicely? As uneventful as the last episode was, and how I questioned the purpose of the frog lady when she saw her husband and they cuddled the eggs. And then the child was upset because he was hungry.
But do you think he like started to realize?
No,
No.
I think he was like,
I
there goes my
remember
food.
At the end, too, when he's, like, playing with the little kid, like, the
baby in the bowl.
I still think you wanted to eat it.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait,
yes!
He's constantly hungry.
Yes!
He's learning about
He's
the
a child.
The
forest
kid
and the
wants to
midichlorians
eat.
and life.
He literally
He
ate a
still
live frog.
slurps down some like squid thing.
Dude, am I the only hippy dippy one in this family?
Yes.
That's bullshit.
You can't curse.
No, bullshit is not a curse.
Look at how
Whoa.
gross the chowder is that comes out of
Yeah,
the
that's
frog.
nasty.
That was funny.
It's so gross.
It's pretty gross. But it was funny how the thing jumped out of it and
Yes.
jumped on the child's face. That was pretty cool. Torrey did have a comment of Mon Calamari says, "Oh, we've seen people with Beskar here
Yes.
before."
I caught this on our second time watching it. Technically, Bo-Katan's crew is not wearing Beskar.
That's why it was another like little foreshadowing.
Maybe.
I also thought the way
Don't
he
know.
said it was really
TBD.
funny. Like
You guys said that he just
I don't know.
assumed they all
Maybe-
had Beskar,
Maybe
but
they just associate Beskar with Mandalorian.
armor.
I don't
yeah,
know.
but in the very next scene when they're trying to kill Din Djarin for his Beskar, they obviously know the
Yeah.
value of Beskar, so it's they've got to know what it is.
But it was pretty cool how he met up with the Quarren. You know what? This episode, masks, latex stuff, like the aliens
Costume.
went all out. It's pretty
Oh,
cool. With
heck
all the
yeah.
Scorpions and the Mon
Amazing
Calamari, which is awesome. But then they go on the ship, which is really cool. And then, I mean, they tried to feed the child to a big squid thing.
But
Baby
before we
version
get
of it.
into the part that everyone wants to know our reaction to, I want to just say the landscapes and the cinematic nature of this episode is one of my... Can you pause it? Because I...
Pause what? We're talking about it. No, we're not watching the show.
Okay, but
You're talking about the...
the cinematic nature of this episode is one of my favorites
Yeah,
so far. And I
it's
probably
really
say that
cool.
about every episode, but...
yes,
This one is extra.
So let me just say that when the dude flicks Baby Yoda into the mouth of this squid, I was shocked.
You were like, easy there, buddy. It was cool how Din just dove in.
Let me just take a heartbeat to say I was not expecting that
I wasn't
Oh, no.
at all.
either.
No.
But you know
at
what?
all.
I thought he was gonna hit Din. When he like reached back with the spear, I thought he was gonna hit.
Dude, I did not think he
Amanda.
was gonna golf ball Baby Yoda into the mouth of this thing.
But then, Our Lady of Mandalore
There's-
flies in, and she's cool and all. Oh!
Oh my god!
It's Bo! It's Bo-Katan! But her sidekick, we'll call her a night owl because we don't know what else to call her. Because they do have the night owl symbol. The spinning kick thing she does
Yeah, the
to
spinning
come
back kick.
flying in with her
Whatever.
jetpack flaming is.
Really cool.
Fire!
Oh! Oh!
It's under NiteOwls.
It's a night owl! Let's talk about that. Design wise, these
Okay.
costumes are so awesome. The
So good.
male, the female, backing up Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan looks awesome. Her helmet, the realistic helmet and paint that's on these, the layers, the textures. These costumes are next level. The design is really, really cool. I love it. I really loved the explanation of Din and what we call Death Watch, but they call it the Watch, which I'm not mad at, and it doesn't surprise me. Death Watch is very dark. I think Death Watch has some other connotations towards other things, so doesn't surprise me they call it the Watch. That's kind of cool. I kind of figured they wouldn't call him Death Watch in this. They call him the Watch, which is a W, which is the symbol, the Death Watch symbol. Part that's cool too is it ties into what Death Watch stood for during the Clone Wars.
I did like how Bo pointed that out. You are part of the new generation of the Watch.
what
Where
they call
wanted to
religious
bring
zealots
back-
that were
yeah.
trying to,
Bring back the old ways.
which is very cool because I mean that's what like Pre Vizsla was all about, right? He was all about like purifying Mandalore and the traditions and everything. So I really thought that was
You know what I thought was really
how they brought it
cool?
to life.
The fact that the freaking Night Owl didn't take 2 seconds but dived in to save Baby Yoda.
Night Owl was like, fuck yeah, I'm diving in. I got this. Yeah, she's like,
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, then she killed the creature.
Yeah, she was just like, I've got this.
He was like the child and she was like, on it!
Oh, yeah, but Bo-Katan was like, don't worry, we got this.
Yes!
I thought that was cool for the first time, because in the animated series, the Night Owls really were like
Nice
backseat
helpers.
characters. They were
Yeah.
just in the background, almost like filler, I would say.
Yeah.
Like filling up space in the background,
Obviously,
so
they
it
were
wasn't just...
fighting with something. They didn't really have any special cool moments.
They just did
No,
such an
or a
awesome
personality.
job of bridging the animated into this story. Like the little hints and cues. Like, I mean, the Death Watch logos, the Night Owl logo, Bo's helmet. These are like pretty key features that, as being a Clone Wars fan, as being a Rebels fan, is really, really cool. And the whole moment of they took their helmet off and he was like,
Oh yeah.
what? This is the way. And she was like, excuse me, honey.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Yeah. No.
No.
And I loved it because it's almost such a fitting thing. Let me look into the camera for all the people last year that were coming after people saying, you took your helmet off, that's not the way, blah, 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 blah. And here comes Katie Sackhoff, I hope I said her name right, but here comes Bo-Katan, and she just sassily was like, no, you're wrong.
And the fact that she played herself too is...
Oh, I know.
It's
She
awesome.
voices she was the voice.
She was the voice.
Of Bo
Yeah.
in
She
the
was?
animated series.
That's
And
why
this is her-
that
yes.
makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And if you follow her on Instagram, she's a badass.
Well,
she
she was
really
badass
is.
in this. I don't know if she did all her own stunts or anything, but...
I don't know, but she's rad.
But
That
that
makes
whole moment
perfect
was
sense.
all time. How he took off was like, I'm out of here. You guys are posers, and they were just all, yeah, whatever. We'll see. And then, of course, they had to go save him again, which was awesome.
Yeah. And
I
we're
thought
like,
that was really cool. That was like a really cool moment. Like, it almost reminded me of like, no man can kill them. I'm not a man. It was like that moment. Like, oh, he didn't kill him. I did.
I love that one too.
Peace
Peace out.
Had a very animated feel to it, like the superhero type landings, like them flying in, them everything kind of had this like super dramatic moment, if you will.
And whoever did the stunt choreography just killed
It was
it.
so cool.
Because it did feel very much in sync with the animated series, the
Yeah.
stuff that we saw.
The story of the Empire, of them loading weapons, and like that kind of whole plan. I love how the Mandalorian is all about little adventures, right? Like a lot happens in a short time period, but it's all these just little adventures.
Yeah.
Because they like meet Bo-Katan, and she's like, cool, yeah, I'm gonna help you, but you gotta help me do this. And you're like, oh, okay, so now they gotta go do this. And then they go do that, and he goes, okay, here you go, see you later. And it's
Yeah.
just kind of like, on to the next. And then like, who knows what we're gonna get next one, you know?
We have a slight idea, but we'll save that.
Well, yeah, that's
But
gonna
it's
take a while.
true what Dad's saying about how it goes along with the snippets of what we got in Clone Wars. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, little adventures.
Each one was its
Those
own
different
little
arcs.
story.
Yeah, there's arcs in there, and the whole thing is an arc, but they're just all these
Sequencing
constant
of
little
events.
adventures. This episode is just filled with so much action. You know, they talk about showing expression with a helmet on. When they land on the Imperial ship and they were gonna go rob it, you know, and they're just kicking butt going in. Bo and her backup go running in, and they're just kicking butt. Like, Din is just like,
Let's not forget the night owl that picked up the TK and threw him
That
on
was
the
awesome.
windshield.
I like that. I was just gonna say that.
She
That
was
was
just
really
like,
cool.
here we go, boom.
No, it wasn't the NiteOwls.
Yes, it
the
was.
guy.
No, I think it was
No,
the
no,
night
it was the
owl.
guy.
No, it was a girl. It was a
Because
girl.
when they show them going in the
Yeah, it's the
door,
girl.
the night owl's not there.
Yeah.
It's Bo and the dude and Din.
When they come in and they start fighting, Din just seems so blown away. He's
Yes.
just like,
He does. He seems
Wow.
like a lost little
he's like,
puppy.
yeah,
following them.
he's kind of like, whoa, all right, these guys like, how do I fit in here? Which was rad when he stepped up, you know, towards the end and was like, I got the best car. I think him questioning the authenticity of Bo-Katan, her backup, what happens on the ship proves to him like, oh, whoa, they're legit. They're not just like half-ass wannabes. Like, cause he just got done with Cobb, who was like a dude just wearing the armor and took his helmet off, he respected him and was all about it, but like Bo is claiming to be, you know, this lineage, and he obviously gets that proven.
Okay, so this is going to sound really crazy, but it kind of reminds me of throughout season 1 where you had certain characters that were awesome and then others that we felt were kind of lacking, you know, like who was the bounty hunter wannabe that they were
Oh,
the
yeah.
kid,
where
I
he was
don't
kind
remember
of
his
like
name. The
his-
kid.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, I don't know about this guy, this actor, like I don't know about this. And then it all leads up to this insane episode where every single person in this episode who's an actor like brought it.
Yeah, I felt like this
Brought
was a
it.
really good episode for acting wise.
All of these officers, the main one, the guy in the hold who's like, close the doors, close the doors, close the doors.
Yeah.
Dude, he killed it.
Yeah,
As an actor, he killed it. Of this guy who's like trying
And
to
he had like 4
be
lines.
brave.
Like,
Yeah, but he just did it.
He's like, they're not gonna pass. They're not gonna pass. And then they open the doors. He's like, Close the doors, close the doors.
Pilots too.
It's obvious what Bo's looking for, which is really cool, and you know the fact that they dropped the name in it. I mean, they dropped
the
three
Darksaber,
heavy things in this episode.
Darksaber,
Bo-Katan, Darksaber, and then of course Ahsoka. at the name. But like all in the same thing.
The crazy part is that these are things that like on social media and Instagram people have been like guessing about.
Yeah.
So we automatically assumed that it was going to be trickled throughout the season 2.
Yep.
And when it gets all dropped at once.
But I feel like now too, it's going to be like 3 episodes before we get anything else.
I know, right?
I think he's going to go off on some other adventure, and he's going to end up on a planet with like a bird person, and then they're going to have to bring eggs to a different planet.
No, they already did that. They're not going to do that again.
But
But
more eggs.
well, guys, we already know that he's going to be meeting up with Bo-Katan
More
on the
eggs.
planet in the next
But-
episode, or in the one after that. So they
It's
can't
not
be
going to
that
be the next
boring.
episode. It's going to be it's going to be another filler episode after
But
this.
she gave him like the
But-
exact planet where she was on.
Well, you guys, he's
It's
going to
true.
have to get his ship fixed. Because
Well,
the
yeah.
freaking
The
ship
Razor Crest
still
is
is in
jacked.
terrible condition.
It's jacked.
Which is
But
so
man,
sad.
Let me tell you something. There is no holes in how they portrayed Bo-Katan and her squad.
No.
Like it. I think the kids say it's fire. It was fire.
I say it was perfection. I don't think we could have asked for anything more.
No, I really, after the last episode, I mean, I knew the last one, it was fine. I didn't dislike it. It was just slow. And I was like, okay, let's see what we're going to get. And like, just from the jump, this episode,
So good.
they just put the pedal to the metal and we're like, here we go. We're at it.
Yeah.
One last thing.
What?
I have to say this.
No one
Because
wants to listen to 30 minutes of this, but
I know, but season 1, I know, but I have to say this part.
Say it
Yeah.
then.
In
so we can wrap
season
this
1,
up.
my least favorite episode was the lovey-dovey episode directed by Bryce Howard,
Yeah.
and she directed this episode, and it was amazing, and she has completely redeemed herself in my eyes as a director, because this was amazing. I can't even remember that lovey-dovey episode. It is gone. It has been completely wiped out of my brain.
Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching 30 minutes of us talking.
Is that too much? You want me to chop
But
it up?
anyways,
Okay, but I feel like we said a lot of good things. How am I supposed to
we're
chop
good.
this up?
You can chop it up. You can do it.
I don't know if I can.
You want to do this.
okay.
It's not that
Okay.
I want to do this. People are like, what's your reaction? What's your reaction?
Okay.
Because why? Because people called us Lady Jango Fett for
For so long.
years.
Okay, I do have to admit that this is the one nice thing that will finally be recognized as something other than the Mandalorian Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Jango
My
Fett.
Lady Jango Fett helmet. Okay, Levi, go.
Go what?
What were you going to say?
I just said what I was gonna say.
Oh, say
You
it
were,
again.
Talking over me like half the time.
Say it again.
Can I?
Okay.
Say it into the camera with spirit and passion.
Okay, I got it.
And Grace.
And grace.
The one thing I like, is that now we won't be called Lady Boba
Oh,
Fett,
you will.
Jango Fett, or the Mandalorian. Okay, but not the entire time. That's
Let
all I
this
have to say.
be a
Goodbye,
lesson. No more
See you
Lady
another
Jango
time.
Fett. We are Night Owls.
guys. Bye. See you next time.
See you next time if you can stand us any longer than this.
Oh my God,
People
yeah.
may say, please don't do this ever again. You know that, right?
I know.
Did you see Darth Vader? He's in the very beginning.
See the Mandalorian?
Oh, Razor Crest.
It's so funny how beat up it is.
He's meditating.
That's what it looked like. She's like, you ain't drinking my boba eggs. Oh no! Oh my god, you don't want the eggs? I'm scared.
Try not to eat eggs. Oh! It's a Mon Calamari!
Oh my god.
Nice, easy.
Oh no!
get steamrolled.
Ugh.
Look at all the foreigns.
Dude, this is the scene from the trailer, so we've got a full episode of what are we gonna see.
Look at all the warm calamaris.
It's amazing.
Foreigns.
There he is. Oh, this is cute.
These little things been eating all the time.
That's good. She makes more.
I know you're hungry. We'll get you something to eat.
Okay, we got a full episode.
Wasn't the end.
No.
Thank
this
you.
is the end.
Thank you,
Wouldn't it be
Dave.
funny if the episode ended right here? They're just like, psych, there you go.
Yeah.
They're all psyched. 5-minute episode this time. See you guys next week.
What are those guys called again?
Foreigns.
I only said it like 20 times.
I have
That's
no
5
memory.
seconds.
One calamari.
Well, I know one calamari. Because you always say,
Dude, they went all out with the masks and stuff. It's cool.
so good. Come on, baby Yoda, are you gonna like that?
I got money. That's cool. Look at the bow. Did they say in the last episode what planet he needed to go to? I don't remember.
Yeah, they did.
The frog lady, lizard lady, right?
They did by the beginning. They're talking the same center.
Boat.
It's a little Pirates of the Caribbean-ish one.
Whatever. Think of Clone Wars when they were on.
Never see your mama poor.
What are we gonna see now? Something more for Baby Yoda to eat. Wait, is this gonna be a giant creature? Okay, this is a giant creature.
Oh, you guys are all dead. Oh!
Oh my god!
It's Bo! It's Bo-Katan! Oh! Oh!
It's under NiteOwls.
Take my hand.
Yes!
Get it, Baby Yoda?
It has a child.
It's a night owl! Sorry.
That's what I told you.
Don't worry, brother. We've got
Dude. She just jumped in.
Yeah,
And
the
I was just like, fuck yeah, I'm driving in. I got this. Yeah, she's like,
Yes! Look how cool they look.
there you go.
that was her. No, she was.
Oh, she's just a night owl.
one of what?
I am Bo-Katan of Clan Kreese. I was born on Mandalore and fought in the Purge and the Marine Society. Their goal was to reestablish the ancient way.
There's only one way. The way of the Mandalore.
Huh?
He just ruined his chances.
No. You know where he is now. He's
Dude.
gotta think about how to talk to him. He's thinking about it.
He's torn.
Yeah.
Wow, that was so badass. Oh my god. That's kind of cool. I kind of figured they wouldn't call him Death Watch in this. They call him the Watch, which is a W, which is the symbol, the Death Watch symbol. Just, it's like a little dark to call him Death Watch in this. So
Yeah.
I get it.
I get it.
It's good. It's good.
I don't think you understand.
I don't think you understand.
Right back.
He didn't kill your brother.
I did.
I did.
Woo! Peace
Please
out.
buy you a drink. I can lead you towards their guide.
I think there's something else about
Oh.
the eggs though. Learning.
they don't look exactly the same. Like the other girl is like a little bit more slender. Bo's like stocky.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You know what I like? Their under layers aren't super tight.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like a flight suit.
Awesome.
That was sick. Oh my god, with the turn back.
Yep. He's like, oh my god. How can I guess that these are not Mandalorians?
Bro. Dude. Oh my god. He's like, I'm falling behind here.
Yeah.
He's like, let me prove myself. I got toys.
Oh, this is so sick!
Okay, I'm starting to think they purposely made the last episode slow so they can do this.
Yeah, because it's amazing. What's happening? What are they carrying that they want?
Make a jump to hyperspace.
Did they say it?
Weapons?
Oh, bye. All the doors! Uh-oh. No, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not safe.
You got Mandalorian's got tools.
Think we have to check, sir.
Okay, that
That's
was your
a winner.
famous last words.
The cargo.
Gonna dump them.
What are they looking for?
I copy.
Oh, they want the weapons.
There is something I need if I am to rule Mandalore. Something
The dark saber.
Ultimate terms of the deal.
This is the way.
She said it. This is the way.
She's messing with him.
We know what to do.
Kill yourselves.
Either that or they can take Roman down and all of these guys have to go in this direction. It's not going to be that easy to get the dark saber. Come on, Nick. Come on, get in there and play it.
Just kill him.
No, they need to know what the dark saber is. They can't kill her.
There's what?
Come on, you guys.
Dark saber. Jesse,
He said it!
You're asking. You already know. Where can I find the Jedi?
Take the foundling to the city of Caladan on the forest planet of Corvus. There you will find Ahsoka Tano. Tell her you resemble Bo-Katan. And thank you. Your bravery will not be forgotten. This is the way.
This is the way.
That's it. That was it? You get one episode? Oh my god. I'm sick. Just jumps off.
He's gonna try and eat it.
No, I don't think so. He's learning about life.
No, he's gonna eat it when they turn around.
Thank you for
Think
watching.
so? No, I don't think so. Maybe I was thinking we keep it. We said we have enough pets. Oh no. Poor Razor Crest. Oh, we made it all piratey.
It's all that crap.
Mon Calamari. Unbelievable.
You might have to go back to the babysitter. It's gonna fly though. What is that?
I don't know, but the child's gonna eat it.
Yeah, he's gonna eat it.
I don't know. I think he's learning about life. Boba Fett. Oh.
Boba Fett. What is Boba Fett gonna do in space?
He's like a plane
Jeez.
that fell off of the ship when he jumped to hyperspace.
Wow.
Oh my god!
That was, wow. I think that was better than the first episode.
I think this is the best episode yet.